Well, then we firewall between Palo Alto and FortiGate, and the Palo Alto side, the source of the IPsec tunnel will be a loopback address. So let me first explain you the topology, what I'm going to do. So starting from here, I have a FortiGate with this WAN IP, and there is a LAN subnet 192.168.92.0. My laptop, this laptop is part of this LAN. Okay. So we have some internal connectivity, and then this is my Palo Alto, okay, with the two VCs, like I explained in my last video. So I have two VCs, VCs2, VCs1. So this connectivity is going to VCs2 with this IP 172.21.11. This is the WAN IP, belongs to this VCs, and there is a loopback address, this one, 3874.8.1. I'm going to use this loopback address as the source for the IPsec tunnel between this Palo Alto VCs and the FortiGate. And here is my LAN. Uh, Below this, behind this is 2, 172.20.36, and I have another VCS1 with the LAN IP of 172.25.0.24. So what is my goal? I will be creating, establishing an IPsec, configuring IPsec tunnel here on the Palo Alto VCS2. This with the FortiGate side is already configured, and after doing all the configurations, so my from this subnet, I'm sitting, as I told you, I'm sitting on this subnet. My laptop is connected to this network, so I'll be able to reach this subnet, which is a LAN of VCS2, and also at the same time, I'll be able to reach VCS1 LAN subnet, which is 172.25.0.24. Okay, so this is my end goal. So I'll be establishing an IPsec tunnel. I'll be doing all the configuration from Palo Alto side. FortiGate side is already there, and then I will test. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, the loopback address which I showed you in the topology is already here. I have created one loopback, which is loopback 2. It is part of shared services, my VSys2. It's a part of my virtual router or virtual router, VSys2, virtual system, VSys, part of VSys2, and I've assigned WAN zone to this loopback, and the IP is this one. Okay, so my first thing is I have to create one zone for IPsec tunnel. I will go to zone, network, zones, and I'll create one zone for IPsec. Name it as IPsec. Okay, it will be a type 3. And now I will go to interfaces, tunnel, and I have to create one tunnel interface. It will be tunnel 2. You can number it as you like. So my virtual router is shared services, VSys is this one, and zone is which I just created IPsec, and the rest of the things will remain the same because this IPsec tunnel, so no need of IP here. Okay, so now I will, as you know, there are two phases in IPsec, phase 1 and phase 2. In phase 1, we define crypto ICAP or crypto IKE attributes, and in phase 2, we configure IPsec attributes. So I will start with phase 1, you can say. So I will name it as crypto IKE, select group 14, encryption ES256 CPC, and authentication is SHA-256, and time I will select 1440 minutes. Okay, why I'm choosing these attributes? Because these are already configured on the other side, FortiGate firewall. Okay, so this is what is required in IKE crypto. Then I will go to jump to phase 2, which is IPsec crypto attributes. Will name it as IPsec crypto. The main protocol will be ESP, the other option AS, but I'm going with ESP. encryption will be AES-256 CBC, authentication will be AES-SHA-256, group will be 40, and lifetime seconds will be 28800. So again, why I'm choosing these attributes? Because these are already configured on the other side, FortiGate Cloud. Okay, so now I have to define gateway, IKE gateway. The gateway means you define your firewall source, so which source IP or source interface you are going to use to establish this IPsec tunnel, and also the IP of the peer. Okay, so I will name it as IPsec with FGT. So I will go with IKE v2. The interface I'm going to select is, as I told you in the video, so my goal is to establish using a loopback interface. So with loopback 2, select its IP. The peer IP address I will put it here is what I shown you in the topology. This one 192.168.268.95.137. Okay. Pre-shared key, I will put it here, which I configured on the other side. Okay. Now mode, and here I will select crypto profile. You need net assemble if your firewall IP is behind net, so you can select this option. Okay. So now I will create IPsec tunnel. Go to network, IPsec, create new, name it IPsec, FGT. My tunnel interface is number 2. My gateway is this one. My IPsec crypto phase 2 profile is this one. Proxy ID. So proxy ID means you are giving like LAN subnets. Okay, so I can name it as anything like one. So my local IP would be this one, 2 T T 1.630, and the remote subnet which I want this to communicate is 192.168.22.0/24. Next, 2 local subnet would be 172. The second one, this one, 5, 4, 2, 8, 4, 3. So I have to now over and let another down. That now four, okay, four, okay. So now the last part is policy. The pieces too, I have to create the policies. Okay, first policy will be allowing communication from this IPsec zone to this LAN, and second would be from this IPsec to this pieces. Okay, so let's say LAN to IPsec will be interzone. So LAN destination will be IPsec, any allow, I will enable the box. So second, first to now I will repeat that. So second one, go to licenses, then any allow. So taken from this to this over the weekend, I applied policy. Now I will create a policy for communication between this subnet and this subnet in the second message. So what I do, name it as we said to resys to it will be a universal source will be the destination service any allow second row is to set vector for the set any allow I do here for root to finish and then we will set. So my tunnel is up now and I can think. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching.